Welcome back to another scalp maxing series where we just scalp quick back and forth in and out trades. And guys, it's currently 7:36 a.m. in the morning. Market opens very early for me, so if you guys are not up, you guys are slacking. I'm up real early every single day. Matter of fact, I even wake up an hour earlier, of course, just to make sure I'm up before the market opens and see what's going on. Anyways, guys, we just took a fire-ass scalp trade to the downside, caught a nice trade live, guys. We was live, you heard that right. We're live every single day. We've been going live for 4 solid weeks now, every single day of the week. Now, I've been trading live, going over, showing every single trade I take. That's the cool part. Very transparent, very honest, and I love sharing the trades. One thing I love doing, which was today, was breaking down exactly why I'm entering, what's the reason behind it. A lot of people feel like don't know how to capture an entry. And that's one thing that I see a lot of people are still struggling on. Now, one thing that I keep mentioning, which I should change my name to like the Candlestick King or something at this point, but it's candlesticks. Guys, it's the basics that people are skipping out on. Imagine coming to a school not even knowing math, reading, or writing, and you think you can handle what they're about to give you. Guys, that's essentially what these guys are doing. They're skipping the first few grades and going immediately to high school. And what I mean by that is they're skipping the basics, which is candlesticks. The moment you pop up a chart, whether it's crypto, futures, forex, it does not matter. Stock options, stocks, it's a motherfucking candlestick that is on your screen forming. If you don't know how to read a candlestick and you want to skip that and throw on an indicator, you already lost. You already lost because you don't know how to read price action. You're relying on indicators to help you kind of find the flow of the market, kind of find and identify if this could be a little rejection or bounce. Like, it's not strong. You need to learn how to read candlesticks to help you when you find these kind of rejection areas or these areas where you plan to take a trade at. You can literally read the candlesticks and identify if sellers are in control, if buyers are in control, if it looks good to enter here or not based off reading candlesticks. Now, the trade that I literally took today and every single day, which I love, is off candlesticks, and I love breaking it down. So today, guys, we took a nice trade. Let's just go live and break it down exactly why we took it and all the good juice. Very simply, a very simple, solid short to the downside. You guys can see my entry here. Then you guys can see my exit here, taking a short, guys, to the downside. This trade printed me well over $100 on the trade itself. Now, how did I enter it? What helped me enter it? And what did I identify to even enter a trade like this? Well, first, of course, we cannot talk about the lower time frame without talking about the higher time frame, without identifying what we see. So on the higher time frame, before New York City session market open, which is this line right here, very simple. Market already sold off majorly hard and filled this previous gap, which happened previous day. So not only did we get a nice gap fill, and it kind of had a little bit of a relief bounce, except it bounced to this previous resistance or fib level. Now, what does that do for me? Or what does that kind of give me an idea of? Well, it gives me an idea of, well, I'm scalp maxer, right? So if I'm scalp maxer, well, what that means is there's a potential trade here. What potential trade is there, you might ask? Well, after this massive sell-off and a quick relief bounce to this previous resistance, what can he take? A very simple short idea. So market's pulling back here on the 1 hour, and you can even go on the lower time frame, and we can even zoom out a little bit. You can see the curl down here. It did pull back a little bit right. Mind you, somebody try to enter short here. If you read the candlesticks, they'll literally tell you buyers are trying to take control. Even on the 5 minutes, you can see the wicks to the downside, buyers are stepping on in, and they curl it back up. But using our scalp master brains, you can see the moment New York City session market opens, bulls slowly climb to the upside, very slowly. Then what do you see here, guys? What do I always preach? Reading candlesticks. A long wick to the upside indicating that sellers are stepping in. You can call this a shooting star candle. You can call this an inverse hammer. Whatever you want to call it, it does not necessarily matter. What matters is that you read the candlestick and see what it tells you. And what it's telling you is that sellers took control. At one point, this was a massive buy candle, and then it took control and sold off. And then you get another massive sell-off candle here. All right, that's just a few ways of reading price action that I just broke down right there. And this is what I was breaking down while I was live. Then you can see buyers take control again. They try to take it on back up, hit the top of this resistance level exactly at the fib, and reject it. You can see sellers take control, sell it on off. And again, this is where I was identifying the short. Hindsight in favor, you can see it actually almost stopped me out a few times. And let's talk about that, because that's hindsight in favor. When I was first entering the trade, this is what I saw. It looked very nice and weak. I was like, wow, this was good. Long wick to the upside, another long wick to the upside. It's selling off. Let's enter. I immediately set my stop above the most previous highs, indicating a failed breakdown, meaning that if it broke back above previous highs, then that's a higher high situation. But in this case, it continued on downwards. Buyers tried to take control, sellers stole it on off. Buyers tried to take control again. Sellers immediately took control and broke previous lows and broke it on down. Then we managed to hold through this little small curl of buyers trying to take control, and boom, sell off, guys. That is very simply how I read candles and use it to my favor to not only find entries, but also take trades and identify where the market is heading to next. A lot of people will skip all of that reading. Guys, you wanna know what people do, and it blows my brain, is they'll skip all of that reading. They'll not even read none of these candles. None of this is nothing to them. To them, this is nothing. But then they see something like this. You see the difference between me and them? Between me and them is they're waiting for a specific 3 set of candles to form. Well, I already entered way over here. And I already saw the market selling off beforehand. And I'm already reading each candle and identifying the momentum and seeing where the market's heading towards next. Whereas other traders or other people with their type of trading style and strategy is they're waiting for a specific set of bars to print. Me, on the other hand, I'm reading every single candle and identifying where we're headed towards next. Now, the only reason why I point that out is because, again, based off what I just broke down and based off what I also just pointed out, you got to choose your battle. Choose which one makes more sense to you. Waiting for a very simple, specific 3 set of candles to form is not ideal for me. Again, here's another one. I could be wrong on how to identify these, but essentially, this is what they do. They don't read none of these candles. They don't care about none of this little curl or wicks to the upside. They only wait for a specific 3 set of candles to form, and then they wait for market to pull back in. Imagine if you use exactly that strategy, but read candlesticks and see and identify long wicks to the upside, indicating that this is a good entry, makes it more confident, makes it more easier for you to read and understand where the market's heading. Guys, that is what I do. That's what I teach. And again, if you guys want to learn all that, it is broken down, not only in my own Discord, but every single day on live for free. I'm live every single day on Kick, YouTube, and Twitter, guys. Come on. At this point, you guys got to tune in and see what's going on with the sauce. It's very fun. So the way that I trade is I very simply read candlesticks as you guys just saw me break it down. That is how I trade. It's not nothing fancy. I'm not using indicators. I'm not trying to overcomplicate it and say, wait for this divergence to hit this, wait for these EMAs cross over this. It's very simply just reading each candle, because each candle literally tells you a story, but it doesn't just stop there. It doesn't just end there. You have to learn how to read the whole market, learning the market structure, learning the higher lows, the lower highs, the lower lows, the lower highs, all the market structure, what that means, how to identify the shift. Because when you use not only the breakdown, when you use market structure and identifying the trend in the market plus candlesticks, guys, you will learn how to read the market and understand where it's headed towards, as well as it helps you identify entry. Because long wicks to the downside indicating a buyer stepping in. If you plan to take longs already, well, that's a great candle for you to enter on. Whereas some people, they're uncertain if they should enter here. This is a massive push. This is a massive sell-off. I'm not sure. What should I do? Guys, look, read the candlesticks. They literally tell you how to go. They literally tell you how to enter. So anyways, guys, with all that being said, I hope you guys found this video helpful. And if you did, click the like button, click the subscribe button. There's more sauce coming every single day. And lately, we've been making these videos fun, so check it out. We have stopped from doing vlogs to kind of dropping very entertaining, fun, sauce kind of videos like this that honestly help the community. Because honestly, I see a lot of people make it complicated, very complicated. Now, there's a lot of people in my Discord too as well that trade different than I do. And again, some of them are struggling. And I can kind of see where if they just tweak this a little bit or just added a little bit of this or got a little bit more education, they'd be killing it. So anyways, catch you guys on the next one, and I hope you guys found this video helpful.